but they could eventually be main eventers in world title material. So I would love to see what's going on with Drew and how he's going to be booked. But I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Drew as world champ will be good. I'm not saying it's not going to be, but Drew needs to be booked correctly. If he's going to be champion, he needs to be booked right. Because if he's not, his world title pitch is going to go down the drain. And I don't want to see that happening with Drew. Drew is a great champion. We need to see Drew McIntyre be booked properly. Do not make him a weak champion. Do not make him a lousy champion. And you definitely don't want to make him a lousy, cowardly champion or a scary, boring champion. Because I know Drew is not a heel or a face. He's a tweener. We need to see how the book is going to go. So definitely they need to book this man properly. I would love to see what the next move is going to be regarding Drew McIntyre winning the World Heavyweight Championship. And I can say that the world title, if you look in one of these in this video here, the World Championship, it looks good on Drew. It looks good on him. It's a good look on him. Good look. It looks good on Drew. He looks good as world champion. Not just the look, but also the booking, everything else. Everything else for that matter. So we need the world title is going to look good on Drew McIntyre, and he's going to be booked as a proper champion. And then he needs a lengthy reign too. Not only that, Drew needs the belt. I would say a good, at least a good 4 to 6 months. I don't know how you guys feel in the chat. How long should Drew McIntyre be World Heavyweight Champion? I would say 4 to 6 months. The reason I say 4 to 6 months because he needs a lengthy title reign. There's a lot of competitors. There's a stacked roster. And it needs to make Drew McIntyre look like a serious champion. Not a weak champion, a serious and also a strong champion. And I can't do that if you're going to give him the belt for 2 to 3 months. He's at least 4 to 6 months to the belt as the world champion, as he has not held this belt. Well, never held this belt, definitely, but never been a world champ. Hasn't been a world champion in almost 3 years. He hasn't been champ since 2021. And if you want to make Drew a strong champion, he needs to be booked properly. He needs the proper feuds. He needs the proper build. He needs the proper storyline. Everything needs to be set in place right. Because if it's not, it's going to make him look very, very, very weak as champion. And I would hate for that to happen with Drew because he is such a good competitor. And he'll be a good champion as well. Definitely good bread. Yes, he needs the belt for a long time. Just like you had Seth had the belt for what? He had it since May. He had the belt for 10 months. So Seth had enough time to see if he could be a strong or weak champion, and we know he's a born champion. There's no other way around it. But Drew, we have to see after he wins that belt. And two, when Drew was champion, there was that many crowds. So we will really see. This will be a real test of Drew being champion with a live crowd. Because we never seen that before. And this will make perfect sense. If you think about it, Drew's never been a champion with a live crowd. We never seen that. It was mostly no crowd, or we had the Thunderdome era. Drew's never been champion with a live crowd. We don't know if Drew could be cheerleader champion. We don't know if he's going to get flack from the audience. We don't know if he's going to get booed or cheered properly. This is going to be a real test with Drew. That's why I'm very, very anxious to see how his world title run is going to go. And I would love for him to win the world title because we never seen that before. We say good bread. Drew needs to hold it until Punk come back, and he still should beat Punk at first. Yes, he should. And CM Punk is one of many comparisons that could go against him. Sami Zayn will definitely be one. Let's see. Gilbrand is out. Yeah, you guys check out Brutally Honest Gilbrand. I know he has some content on the channel coming up very soon. And also Celebrity Docs on Mr. Gilbrand Reaction. So that's coming out, Gilbrand. But yeah, also Drew will be tested as world champion. He will definitely be tested. We need to see how he's going to move as world champion with the live crowd in front of him. We need to see how that's going to go. Because if he does not pass this test, I'm saying right now, if he don't pass this test, everything, all the hard work done with Drew, all the build, everything is gonna go down the drain. Yes, Jey Uso's a great challenger, but he is not gonna win. Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, CM Punk, maybe even Chad Gable could challenge for that championship at some point if he don't win the Intercontinental Championship. That's all I'm saying regarding that. But definitely Drew McIntyre is going to he needs to be tested as world champion. Never held on to the belt as a champion during the whole after the pandemic was done. So we got to see what's going on. We got to check out what's the next move for Drew as champion. But I know he has everything working in his favor. He's on the number one show, Monday Night Raw. He has a brand new championship that needs to build prestige and lineage, World Heavyweight Championship. He has to stack roster, plenty of guys to go up against. That's, he has a resume, former WWE champion. So Drew has everything working in his favor to be a great champion. He has everything in his favor. So let's keep that in mind. He has everything that he needs to be a proper world champion. So he needs to stay healthy, stay top on the fuse, the promos, everything, because Drew has it all and he has everything backing him. No more Vince. There's no Vince McMahon this time. You have Triple H and the rest of the creative team. He has everything in his favor. If Drew has a bad title run with the World Heavyweight Championship, it would have to be bad booking, and I would also have to look at Drew McIntyre himself because he has all the tools, all the factors, has everything to become booked as a proper world champion. I don't see why he can't be the world champion. You have the booking team, you have everything, you have the fuse, you have the roster, you're on the top show. Because he's going to be running Monday Night Raw as world champion, the flagship show, as we all know. So we definitely need to see how is Drew McIntyre going to be as World Heavyweight Champion. And he'll be the second ever World Heavyweight Champion after Seth Rollins' reign is over. So we need to check that out, definitely see what's going to happen. I would love to see what's going to be the next move for Drew McIntyre, for that matter. Drew has it. He has all the key factors of what he needs to do to be a good champion. I don't see why he can't be a good world champion. I can't even see why Drew could even be a very dominant champion as well. I don't see why not, but I don't know. So I don't get it. He needs to do what he needs to do. And if they don't, it'll be all for nothing. If none of this goes correctly, it will be a waste of time of Drew being built as a champion. It will be a waste of time. I will say that. Waste of everything. Waste of build, waste of character, waste of everything. So we need to see what's going to be the next step for Drew McIntyre. Because we need a new world champion. Like I said, I'm tired of Seth Rollins as champion. It's boring to me. Nothing is working right. Because it would be a waste of time if not built properly. And I would hate to see if that happens with Drew McIntyre. I would hate to see what happens next. I would hate to see what happens. You guys agree? Yeah. Drew needs to be built right. It'll be all for nothing. And I would hate for someone like Drew McIntyre's talent and his whole arsenal of everything with promos. His promos been on fire. Everything. His matches been great. Bill's been great. Him making fun of CM Punk. If you do all of that, he's not built as a proper world champion. It will be a waste of time. Waste of time. And then we have yet again another born or lackluster world heavyweight champion. And I'm sorry, we got that with Seth Rollins already. We don't need that again. We do not need that again. And I'll say it again. I'm tired of Seth Rollins' world title run. It needs to end. I cannot wait until Drew McIntyre hand is raised at WrestleMania 40 saying your new world heavyweight champion when he defeats Seth Rollins. I don't even care if Drew, doesn't even get, the whole satisfaction the way he wants to. He will win the title, but get that belt off Seth more than anything else. I want to see Drew become a very successful champion, but the belt has to come off Seth immediately. Because honestly, Seth's title reign ending is way overdue. He should have lost the title back at Crown Jewel. At least could have lost before Royal Rumble. He was injured anyway. I don't get it. Even after he beat Jinder Mahal, he still kept on to the belt. He needs to lose the belt. There's nothing else for Seth Rollins to do with this World Heavyweight Championship. He needs to lose it at all costs. He already did his thing as world title, and I hope he don't win the world title back anytime soon. So we need Drew to have that world title off of Seth. Whether, like I said, even if CM Punk was still around, if he's not hurt, anybody could win the belt over Seth is a plus in my book. But since Drew has been coming up with, like I said, the promos and lately how he's been on TV, he's a great choice to win the title. And he won Elimination Chamber, his second ever Elimination Chamber. Look at all the way he won. He went up against the likes of Randy Orton, L.A. Knight, Logan Paul, Bobby Lashley, and KO Kevin Owens. And like he beat any slouches. He beat a lot of top guys, a lot of former world champions, and a current United States champion, Logan Paul. So he had a very, very good stacked competition in that chamber, and he defied all odds and won. Now, he had a little help from AJ Styles. He had a little help from Logan Paul attacking Randy Orton. But the fact remains, Drew McIntyre won Elimination Chamber. He has won the right to face Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania 40. There's no other way around that. And I cannot wait until WrestleMania 40, night 1 and night 2, whatever night they face off against, whoever decided how this match will go and how the way Seth will lose to Drew, and Drew will be a brand new champion. I cannot wait, not 1 minute, not 1 second to get this belt off Seth. Because remember too, it is soon. It's here before you know it. We are less than 40 days away from WrestleMania 40. I think it's 39 now, but it doesn't matter. You're less than 40 days away. WrestleMania will be here before you know it, and it's going to be, like I said, one of the best WrestleManias ever, if not the best WrestleMania ever, gross-wise. And I said this last week on one of our bonus rounds. We need